What's up, everybody? I am. Okay. Let me know on your end, please, if this camera is completely out of focus. And I did an update over the weekend, and see, like, my camera is really off. And the full screen on YouTube, when I hit the full screen button right here, usually, see, I don't know if I disappeared or not, but it's the whole screen, not just that screen like it used to. So I've spent about an hour trying to figure that out, but I need to get back to work. So we're just going to try it this way. But I had a great idea, and I'm sure I'm not the first one, but I wanted to compare, well, not compare necessarily, but just listen to both the tracks. Because everybody knows that Upchurch has done remixes on a lot of MGK's stuff. And there's so many times that I listen to both of them and I'm like, I can't totally decide which one I like better. So I figured we could listen. Let's try that. Is that a little bit brighter? I don't know what. I give up on the camera. But anyway, let's play. Well, actually, what we should do is we should play the original first. So we'll play MGK's, and then, listen to this one first, kind of do a little mini reaction to that one, and then we'll play Upchurch's and go from there. So I'm just going to leave it like this because of how much of a pain I've had with all the settings. So that's kind of cool where I stopped it. But a couple things is it's kind of hard to stop it just because, for one, it's just a good song to play through. And also because, I mean, I can relate to some of it, but I can't necessarily relate to all of it. And, um, but I think in a way we can all attach certain aspects of our lives to the overall meaning of this song. But, it always struck me when he says that he smiles in public just for show. And I think a lot of us do that, you know, like for me, especially, I work, I've got two kids, I've got, a lot of shit going on in my life like everybody else. But a lot of times it's, you kind of just have to put that smile on sometimes just to get through the day. And that's where this song is relatable to me in ways. See, I didn't have that with the mom, but I had that with the dad. So I guess I kind of relate in that aspect too. But this is all around a good song. But we'll keep going. But that's why I'm not pausing that much, just because. Um, and also, I think a lot of us have heard this song more than once. I also think too, for anybody that's like gone through some serious struggles in life, especially with drugs, um, trying to, and I guess no matter what it is that you're trying to change, it can be fucking hard. So I think that's a big meaning too. And I guess when he says, "Tell me why we barely talk," um, like I can relate to that in certain ways with certain people, and especially if anybody's like going through relationship issues and you guys like have that disconnect and you're like not vibing or on the same page at all. It's kind of like, it gets harder and harder to talk to each other, and then it becomes okay, now we barely talk. And so there's you can relate in a lot of ways, but this is also sometimes the difference between an independent and a mainstream artist, I think. Also, the bass in this is it's a good bump. So there's MGK's version. Now we're gonna go to Upchurch's version. And I guess I want to clarify on the difference between like independent and mainstream is, with MGK and what he was going through at that time, we don't know. So it's kind of harder to connect with. Yes, you can connect with some of the lyrics, but it's different with Upchurch because, like, the two new songs that he came out with, Lone Rider and Max Monster or Monster Max one, I think I got them backwards, but those two songs, when you play them, it's easier to relate to because you understand what he's going through because he shares what's going on in his life. And so it's kind of hard to describe, but it's just different. Um, so let's listen to Upchurch's version. And for those of you that don't really know a lot of about Upchurch, I guess I don't know what to say about that. Um, but let me know, especially for the people that don't listen to Upchurch a whole lot. Um, Let me know which one you like better, because I would be curious to see that. Because, see, I'm a little biased, but I don't know. I really like MGK's version too. So, oh my God, this camera is driving me nuts. All right, so here's Upchurch's lately remix. Nope, maybe not. Maybe I'll just. So, see, right out of the gate, I can already pause it because I can name things, I can connect things. You know, for me personally, I have been going through that lately of staying up really late at night, trying to kind of figure out the direction of where my life is going personally. And he's talking about when he's not in the studio, or when he's not doing shows or have the mic. So already there's that ability to relate. And hold on, I missed something else too, but then I start talking and then I forget exactly what the lyrics were. That part, you know, that life's flying by. I mean, who can't relate to that? What did, oh God, somebody said it's the days are long, but the years go by fast. Yeah, which is true. The years fly by, but like days can be long, especially hard days. So I think, again, because everybody knows about Ghost Ranch and what that is connected to him, but shockingly, I mean, I didn't really, I knew a little bit about it, but I didn't know the full details about what Ghost Ranch was up until about 4 or 5 months ago. Um, but let's rewind that a little bit, because I think he's, talking about the fame and, struggling with being in these big houses, spotlight. Um, let's 1958 Richie Valens. Is that what it was? Richie Valens? I always just refer to it as Richie. But let's rewind that just one more time. Did you see something about Kingston Roads? I guess I don't know what that is. But the waking up, being freaked out, not because it's haunted, but that, I think, a reference to life, waking up to all of this. And not what he's dealing with currently, obviously, because he didn't make this song then. This is years ago. I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years ago now. So I loved all of those references. And I want to back it up again just because I need to pause it before it keeps going. Country, King of Lear, still there. still there, especially what he's done since this song. So that's facts. I like that too. The Spurs kick open that door. Um, I think it's right after this. So not only did he write this years ago, but I could think he could say this again, that, he's on that bull and that bull's bucking and he's taking those hits, man. And he's been on that so long that he's growing his own horns. Again, if anybody knows what's been going on with him recently, could say absolutely he's still having to do that. And I would say since this, if he felt like he was getting his own horns then, I'd be curious to see what he says now after the more shit that he's gone through. See, and that's interest. That's funny. Going head to head, obviously, Bull's going head to head. He ain't got no sympathy. I want to say like the last 3 or 4 songs that he's done has talked about just that, and that he's been losing sympathy and been struggling with that because he keeps getting screwed over. And see, I don't know what was going on in his life when he made this song. I was listening to his music, but I wasn't following the stuff that was going on with his personal life. So I don't know what was going on with this, but holy shit. The fact that he was making this reference this long ago, and then the fact that he still had this huge heart and still tried to help people, and he was losing sympathy then, and then the shit that he's going through now, especially with his mom. I mean, I don't blame him for not having much sympathy left. I mean, and it's heartbreaking seeing good people get shit on like that when all you want to do is help people because you're a good fucking person. And yet, when you're a good fucking person, you get taken advantage of to the point that you don't want to be that good fucking person anymore. And it sucks watching that because it just sucks. So I hope he hasn't 100% lost his sympathy, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's, if all of this was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back type reference. I love all of that. Oh, I love all of that. Let's rewind that just a little bit. In that comment about butcher whoever's next to me, he's kind of proven that he can do that. He's done it a few times. So they want to figure out the recipe. Just like some people were trying, there was drama with his business model and stuff like that. And that he was copying somebody when he wasn't. And he made that very clear. And people want the recipe. People want to know. And it's crazy because people want to know what the magic is, whether it's being successful or health or whatever it is. Everybody wants that like magic pill, that magic recipe. There is no magic whatever. It's gaining knowledge and busting your ass. Plain and simple. Bust your ass with what you want to do and what you love, and you'll get there. Like when I played softball for over 10 years, I wasn't very good, but I had to work at it. And I had really great coaches that knew my passion for it and helped me get there. And if I would have put that energy into music, that would have been a whole different story. But um, not only has he made himself a legend at this point, he also made a song called Legend, which For anybody that knows the song Legend by Upchurch, I will be doing that song shortly, but I'm going to be doing that song with my son. So keep an eye out for that one. It's actually interesting without the press catching him. The press don't even go after him, except for the whole Chase Matthews thing. But as far as I know, the only press is just the haters on the internet. But as far as like major press type thing, I don't, unless I'm wrong. Now, see, let's rewind that a little bit. And so I guess I wanted to go through and let it play a little bit and then go back and re dissect that. I'm sure that's still true, but I'm pretty sure at this point he's like got his number secret now. We've seen some of that firsthand. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't know anything about what was going on in his personal life when, you know, 4 years ago or whatever. So the people that have tried to take the throne since I've been watching have not had any good luck. Hence Norman Bates and a few others that I can't think of the names off the top of my head. Mm, maybe when this song came out, but now, mm-mm. I wouldn't think in any way, shape, or form what he's got is easy, or how he's gotten there was easy. I wouldn't think of that. I wouldn't think that for a second. But again, this song was done years ago, so it may have looked easier that he was just posting songs and they were getting popular. Um, but people also have to remember that he's been putting up songs since like MySpace. And if you don't even know what MySpace is, then you don't know the struggle of him trying to put music up during the MySpace era. Now, see, I think right there is what makes the difference times 1,000. He's speaking directly to the people that listen to him. You didn't get that with MGK. You got the emotion, the, you know, going through shit, the bass, like you get that, but you don't get this, which is the direct connection to the people that listen to him, and that he's not doing it for the money or the fame. Because if that was it, he would have been in mainstream, but that's not. And see a lot of, you know, not saying that MGK doesn't appreciate his fans, because I'm sure he does, but that he was struggling and he wanted to not struggle. And so a big part of it was going mainstream. But I also know that he wants to, you know, inspire people to get out of their situations and stuff. But this this is a real connection because he does talk about what's going on in his personal life and connects with a lot of his fans directly. You don't see MGK on a YouTube channel with somebody that's got like 200 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers or whatever. Not quite. Um, I would say that's extremely true to this day. And what's crazy is he's not saying that to discourage anybody up and coming to take the throne. He's just saying, you better not only be as good as me, but possibly have potential to be better than me. So he's willing to hand it down, but to the right person. And he stuck to his word. What, he's 30. So this song came out 3 years ago. And this shit's still true to this day. He hasn't changed. See, and I really love the way he ended it with, by singing it, because that just adds his own touch to it and gives that smidge of the country vibe, because that's who he is and that's who he's standing up for. So of course I'm gonna say Upchurch's version I like a lot better, but that boils down to being able to relate to his stuff, being able to relate to the lyrics more than I can with the MGK. I mean, I'll listen to them both back to back all day long. They're both great songs. There's no secret that MGK can spit. I mean, there's no denying that. There's also no denying that Upchurch has done rock, rap, uh, country, and wait for him to come out with like a folk album or something like that. Like some, what is it? The Devil Down in Georgia type music. Or some like Otis Redding, old school. But anyway, that's why I pick it. It's just more relatable to the average Joe like me, small town that does that. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody in this world has or currently is staying up late at night trying to figure out what to do with their life or the next step, or like for me, I have a job that I love. I've got amazing things in my future. Um, but I'm the one that's always going to work, and I will never ever settle. I always want to work harder and work towards something more, um, and something more for my kids. So, I mean, I can relate to this song, and then even a teenager could relate to this song because they're in their teenage hormone phase of life, and so they're thinking the same things. So this really hits all aspects. But another thing that he brings up that MGK doesn't is he says in there he's gonna fight and bring he's gonna write songs for the country rap and for the people that listen to him, and he's going to always cater to his fans and who he listens to, and he's always going to work hard. MGK doesn't really say that, but I also don't think that's the purpose of his song though either. But for Upchurch, I really am struggling to think of a song where he doesn't in some way, shape, or form talk about how he swears to God he's never going to stop working hard for his fans. I've never heard that from many others, especially mainstream. Even like Jessie B, a lot of her songs talk about coaching other people to go after their passions, and for other rappers, giving them the same knowledge that she's been given and passing that down. He's talking about it too, but he's going to wait to find the right person. So all around it, there's more connection. There's more of, hey, you need to work hard to get to where you want in life. But the MGK and Upchurch's versions both bring out that trying to figure out where they're going to go, kind of like mental health shit of struggling and trying to figure out life and where to go. And I think no matter how old you are or what stage you are in life, pretty sure that hits us all. So I hope, well, first of all, tell me below. Tell me in the comments, which one? MGK or Upchurch? See which one you like better. And then tell me why. Because that would be another thing, is tell me why. Pretty sure most of Creek Squad's going to say that they like Upchurch more than the MGK version. And this isn't going to be the only video that I do comparing some of his songs. Not necessarily the cover songs, but like the remix ones where he's creating his own lyrics. So I hope everybody liked this video. Both of MGK's music video and Upchurch's videos and their official channels links are below. I need to say that or YouTube will get me in trouble. But they are in the description. And as always, if you can talk about music the way that I do, please like, subscribe, do all that YouTube shit. Much love, everybody. Stay safe. Where we are up north, we're getting snow and ice, so be safe if you're up in my neck of the woods. And Jesus Christ, can we just be nice? Can we just care for each other and just give a shit about your neighbors, somebody close to you, somebody not close to you? It really breaks my heart seeing what's going on with not just Upchurch, but personally too. It's hard seeing people get shit on that don't deserve it. So let's be the change of that. Let's be selfless. Let's, like I said, do something nice. It's not that hard. And if somebody is giving you shit or being shitty with you, I know they say kill them with kindness, which is true in a way. Don't fight back and go at whoever it is, Jerry Springer style, because you're not going to get anywhere. And if anything, it could backfire. But kill them with nothing. Don't say a damn thing. Because if they're not worth it and they're treating you like shit, don't say anything. It's not worth your breath. And if you know, just don't say anything. Don't. It's easy. It's not easy, but it's also not hard. So I'm done rambling. I just want people to be fucking nice, man. I just don't understand the jabs at each other. I just don't understand it. And I'm not talking about just within the music stuff, just in the world in general. I don't care. I don't care about anything else about the heart. That's all I care about in people is their heart, which, well, that was like a square. The heart of the intention. And so let's all just have good intentions. All right? Okay. My hippie talk is over. MGK lately, Upchurch lately, both great songs, but I'm going to lean towards Upchurch because I can relate. And I love how he talks about working hard to get to where you want and that he's going to work hard for us, the people that listen to him, not the people that are going after him. If you can hear the whistling behind me, it's because my son's about to walk in the back door because he just got off the bus. So I'm going to tend to that before my dog starts going nuts. Much love, everybody. Go listen to these songs and let me know what you think.